And of course, as always, I would be remiss in my duties to be a D4M employee to not mention integration with ERP software. So, can
Yes.
you briefly talk about its applications with ERP, whether or
Mhm.
not it's potentially simple to integrate, and what are some of the benefits that you could get from the process?
Absolutely. So ERPs, and again, ERPs are very important in the ecosystem. Um, it's, when you look at, again, I don't know if folks are going to be familiar with the ISA 95 model, but you look at sort of tiers or levels, if you will. So again, level one, level two is going to be sort of your control systems. Now you're talking microseconds and seconds and maybe minutes, right? Well, your level three is your, kind of minutes, hours, days sort of tier. That's where your execution system lives. And then level four is kind of like days, weeks, months, and that's where your kind of higher level financial systems and upper level plannings, ERP things live there. So one of the things that is crucial is, again, someone, if I'm manufacturing, someone needs to take an order, and I'm going to need to get paid for that. So that's where your financial systems come in. Oh, okay, great. Yes, yes, that's a valid order. Here's the price. Eventually, we're going to make this thing, and we're going to need to send you an invoice, and we're going to get paid, and things like that. Similarly, with if I'm receiving material, I need to recognize the fact that I had to order it, right? Some system need to create an order, and once I receive that material, I need to get that into inventory and such. But also, I'm going to need to send somebody a check, right? Because I want to be able to buy more of that. So the financial piece is very important, kind of accounting, financial, and that's mostly where ERPs come in. Where Delmia typically integrates with that is when, again, back to that shop order, go make me this thing. ERPs are very transactional about things by their very nature. But again, that flow, and how do I take the, I got an order. Well, what do I need to start first? How long do I need to start? What's my lead time? Do I have things on the shelf? Do I need to tell people to make things? How do I do that? How do I actually put this together? How do I keep track of things? That's really where Delmia starts to integrate with the ERP, and then we can send interim status back to say, hey, I made this interim step. I need you to backflush material, because again, maybe you've got a very long lead time item like an airplane, right, where it may take weeks or months to put together. And so I may need to backflush material and to say, well, I don't have this anymore, or I have an interim step I've completed. I may want to send updates to the customer to say, oh, I've made it to this stage. There may be various things. And again, we may want to send the statuses or updates back to the ERP so the ERP knows what's going on. But really, that detail, again, you go from level four to level three, that interim level of detail, the ERPs really, I'm not saying they don't care about it, but they don't do very well at that, kind of hour day shift tier. And so, back when I was working for a customer of Dassault, the ERP would take the order, and it was a configured order. It was every order could be a snowflake, different configurations. I can choose different options and such. But essentially, to say, okay, go make this thing. And when it was done, the ERP was largely ignorant of that. Magic happened, and then finished product showed up, and then they could ship it. So there's a lot of things that happen within that sort of order drop to the floor and completion. And that's really where the Delmia suite fills in.